Hip focus. Intro to hip spirals.
Okay, we'll start by telling you about a very simple mechanism, and which are the spirals. We don't have our muscles organized in the leg like in a vertical way. We have them in a way that they are aligned and in terms of function and in terms of movement, they work in spirals. And just let me show you just what I'm talking about, and you can imagine this happening. Imagine that this is the force that commands our muscles, or the way that the muscles are organized. And if I do this, I have an inner spiral. It's not bringing the knee in, it's rolling the leg in a way that I have an inner spiral. What happens here in this inner spiral, stay with me, is that when I do this rotation inside, I get this lower back curve, and so this is a consequence. I could also look at it like when I activate the inner thigh, the adductors, my glutes relax. So if I do this, my inner thigh muscles, my adductors are activated and my glutes are relaxed. So I get this nice curve on the back. On the other hand, when you have an outer spiral, and I go to the other side with this rope, and if I do this, I have this rotation outside. So, but what I wanted really to show you in this is that you get the hip moving forward, right? So this, you can see that the back is rectified. It's like a straight line. You've lost the curve. Okay? So with this in mind, in the extreme, like if you're in a confrontation, you normally tend to have more of the outer spiral. You go like, oh many, who's coming? So it's this excessive activation makes, like I was telling you about, the rotation of the heads of the femur out, and excessive activation of the glutes, and so you tend to compensate with the hip going forward with this. And so in the this is something that happens in terms of posture to many people. So we're going to start with this simple exercise, which is to balance this inner and outer spirals, this inward energy and this outer energy. So starting in the legs, the feet parallel and wide apart, just focus on the legs. What we're going to do is rotate outside. Like if the feet wanted to do this, but you don't let them, you just do this outer spiral and the inner spiral. Okay? So let's synchronize this now with the breath. As you inhale, you press the feet strong because you want to build the muscles that you normally don't use. You do the outer and you do the inner when you exhale. So in, ex, in, ex. So this is a very therapeutical and rectifying exercise that you can do every day, and you can also let it expand to the upper parts of the body and find the outer spirals in the arms, and it becomes like a meditation in movement, and it's very pleasant, and you can just do it even if you don't do yoga or if you're not very much into meditation, only because it feels good. So you just go, it's like if the inhale starts in the feet and the exhale comes from the head. Again, in. Okay, so this is basically it, and you just can be playful, play around with this simple exercise. So these spirals are also involved in some postures, and in getting the most of each posture, especially when you're not practicing with the teacher, and it's like a self-adjustment. So whenever I say inner spiral in the legs, outer spiral in the arms, or the right hand goes outer spiral, then the right hand comes inner spiral, you already know the movement that I'm telling you about, okay?